right, we're back. Episode 3 of Commander's Corner. I wanted to get it done now because we have a gauntlet coming up, schedule wise. We're sitting at 7-2 in week 11. Had our bye, so we'll go through a couple of our games, look at where the rest of the division's standing, and some of the conference standings as well. What we missed since last time, I believe we left off at the bye week. Since then, we've been on a 3-0 run. First game was a 37-7 game. As you can see, second quarter kind of got a little out of hand, 20-0 run, and then we just were able to close it out. He got a one touchdown at the end there. I think our first game without 400 yards of offense, we weren't really pushed, so that's not shocking. 21 first downs, not bad. Only one turnover. Last time we talked about it, getting turnovers down was the key for us to start winning. Winning turnover battles, we've done a lot of that the last couple weeks. So that's been pretty big. Not many third down conversions, but I don't believe we were putting third down all that much either. Great. In the red zone, another 20-minute time of possession game. This is actually one of the best time of possessions we've had similar with the people, 20-15. We've been really controlling the clock. Most games are 22 minutes on our side. Daniels didn't really have to do much, just efficient, 19-22. Check downs, he was running a lot of cover 4. So just check down before the pressure gets there was kind of the game plan. This also was a breakout game for Chad Price. No, excuse me, that was the next one. But Chad Price did get a breakout. He's now an X Factor. Brian Robinson came and scored 2 touchdowns, one 19-yarder, and one on the 1-yard line, I think it was. But Price had another good day. Receiving-wise, Culp was his only guy to get a touchdown. 90-speed tight end at the end, garbage time. That's whatever. Lane with a decent game. Again, you're just going to see a lot of guys, not a lot of yards, but volume receivers. Try to spread the ball around a good amount. Look at the sack numbers. We haven't really given up much sacks since we last checked in. I really feel like there's not been much pressure against the offensive line. Look at the Saints. I don't think that should be a problem against the Saints either. His leading sack leader is with 2. He does not get much pressure at all, but he's 7-2, which is impressive considering how hard it is to play defense in this game. Mooney with a short kick. Did miss an extra point this game. Still trying to get used to that new kick meter. I don't usually play on it. This is the only league I have it on. But first game, not much to look at other than the stats. This one was interesting. As you can see, 3-0 first quarter, 21-21 second quarter. Cooled off for a bit, and then in the end, we had to pull it out. Another game, only 389 yards of offense. So two games straight without 400. I believe we've been over 400 all season long. First down's obviously huge. Turnover battle. We did turn over the ball twice, but we got it 4 times on our end. Got a 4th down late in the game. That's right. It was a 4th and 1 at about midfield, and I believe I had the lead at that point, or it was tied, and we just were able to convert, drive down the field, score the game sealer, and then I believe we picked him off at the end. Red zone efficiency was there. His wasn't, only 33%. 22 minutes of time possession. And May did get hurt. So he played, I believe, 2 of our AFC East games. We might have played 3 of them. I know we have the Jets left. I'm not sure if we have the Dolphins. I can't really remember. No, the Dolphins beat us. So in our AFC East games, we've taken out the Dolphins quarterback for the season. We took out Drake Bay for a little bit. His rookie quarterback came in, and he actually was slinging it at first. Then I just dialed up some pressure, made him try to make throws under pressure. He couldn't do it. Shout out to the quarterback. I know one of his missed throws was a wide open drag route in the red zone on a third down. That would have probably scored a touchdown to make it a lot harder of a game for us, but benefits of having a guy stay healthy and having your backup ready, I guess. Rushing wise, he didn't really run the ball at all. He couldn't run the ball at all. 3.3 yards per carry. Josh Jacobs came in, who has a superstar trait, so I'm surprised he didn't get more carries. Came in, had one decent run, had a couple catches as well. Chad Price, this was the breakout game. He needed 125 yards and a touchdown. We got that touchdown, and that 131 yards came right at the end. Just got it on basically the last possession of the game before the kneel downs. Wilbur killed us. This is one of the leading receivers in the game. I knew I was going to have trouble stopping him. I tried doubling him. I tried using it. He was getting it to his guy either way. So credit to him. He made it tough on us. A lot of passing touchdowns this game. McLaurin had a nice one in the red zone. Trailed for a little bit, but was able to lock in. Sacks. No, none given up. I know, I believe we had one, but offensive line's holding up lately. Tackles wise, our leading tackler Rogers, our rookie. We did have, I believe, a pick six. Yeah, 2 pick sixes. This 98-yard pick six was obviously on the 2-yard line, forced to my running back, trying to get him his touchdown for his breakout game. Did the little red zone scissor route, and he got stuck on the offensive lineman, and it just sailed over to Christian Gonzalez. Is what it is. This was a user pick six, a motion play. Able to cut off the route and just took it home. But the defense has been showing up lately. I know we've played guys with records below 500. And now, like I said, the gauntlet is coming. There is no cupcake schedule into the playoffs for us this season. And then this Giants game, again, low yardage. This is our season low on yards offensively, 39-30. And we did trail for a bit. It was, I believe it was 17-7 at one point. And turnover battle was, we turned it over twice. He turned it over 3 times. Those two turnovers were fumbles this time, so at least they weren't exactly my fault. Jaden Daniels comes in, 4 touchdowns, 20-25. Efficiency's been the game for him. Someone will make us air it out and abandon the run game, but I'd really like to get Chad Price the ball. Obviously, this time kind of got away from it, but the fumbles made us fall behind. Had to force a comeback. Neighbors, Tracy couldn't stop him. I didn't realize I gave him 100 receiving yards to a running back. All rack, by the way. They were screen plays. 112 yards a rack. Only 111 yards receiving. Tracy, Tyron Tracy, 3 touchdowns. That's not great. Lane, good day. Another 2 touchdown game for him. Sinat had a decent day. Gave up 1 sack again. Not mad about that. Leading tacklers, 2 guys with over 10 tackles. We did just resign Jordan McGee. He's only like a 74 overall, but I like how he plays. I like how he uses, even if he's just a backup. Keep him on the team for a little bit. 3 picks. I believe one of them was a user pick. One was at the end of the game. Kind of just a garbage time interception. But that's the recap for that schedule-wise. 7-2, feeling good about it until we go and look at this. Next up, 7-2 Saints. So we expect that to be a really tough game. Game after that, the defending AFC representative in Buffalo. Buffalo's the only team to take down Philly this season. Philly's 8-1, so technically we're still in play for the division if we just won on a burner. Still have the Jets as well. Jets and Giants are kind of must win for us just because their record is below 500. And again, this schedule's brutal. Two teams that are very likely Super Bowl contenders. The Jets and Giants who missed the playoffs this year. Eagles, Lions, Eagles. 3 Super Bowl contenders, obviously. Eagles are 8-1. Lions right now are 6-3. And then Cowboys again. So really, we need to win this Cowboys game. We need to win this Giants and Jets game, and we got to steal a game from one of these 5. 4 users, one of the 5 games. Got to steal one from the Lions. Got to steal one from the Saints, and maybe another one from the Eagles or Bills. 10 wins is kind of the goal coming out of this. If we can finish 10-7, that should be good enough to make the playoffs. I believe the 8 seed right now is. They are 6-6 right now. So, assuming we finish 10-7 and the Cardinals drops one more game, we would be in the playoffs. Stat-wise, we'll look at awards this week. See what's going on there. Milroe leading for MVP. We don't really have any contention for any awards. Not even Coach of the Year. I'm not even close to that for some reason. I'm not going to look at the AFC side of it. Barkley winning the Offensive Player of the Year right now. Carter. Again, this Eagles user, he's just everywhere. It's going to be very interesting to see how he plays. I'll definitely watch a couple of his games before we finally play ours, because it will be important to steal one. Daniels is up 3rd for best QB, but we know it's going to Milroe or Rattler. I can't catch him, not with the way I play offense. Price is there, but no one's catching Gibson Barkley. McLaurin, I mean, maybe we have a shot there, but I don't focus on the receivers like some of these guys do. I realize this Tyler Harrell guy, who is the Saints' leading receiver, is only a 65 overall. So shout out to that. Best of line, no one even in contention. Everyone's given up a couple sacks for me this season. I didn't realize we could make a run for best linebacker. It would take a lot. I know we play them this week, so maybe we avoid throwing a pick and force him to throw one. Best DB really got no one up here. And kicker, we definitely aren't going to win that. We've been shuffling kicker a couple times. Look at the NFC side of the standings. Well, let's start with our division. 9-1 lead. 7-2 for us. 3-6 and 2-8. Cowboys are having a down year. I know he's usually right around that playoff contention mark. So for him to drop 5 straight, I know we have a very similar schedule, so maybe he just hit that tough stretch before I did. And he'll come back and finish the season strong, same way we started. 4-game win streak for us. Eagles are only on a 1-game win streak. He is 3-0 in the division. I'm 2-0. We've lost 1 NFC game. So tiebreakers are looking like they're favoring him right now. But that's okay. NFC side, 9-1, 8-1, 7-2, 7-2. So very top heavy. 6-3 for the Lions. Cardinals are 5-5, not 6-6. Excuse me. But if they just drop 2 more, I feel like we're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So look through NFC North. Vikings just got a sim loss. They were supposed to play last night about midnight. He fell asleep, so he missed out on that game. That was very important for the division where the Lions dropped their game this week as well. 2-3 in the division now. That makes it very tough. If it's a tiebreaker, all the Lions need to do is win 1 more. I did hear that the Lions and Vikings, they have swapped division a couple times now, and the Lions have eliminated the Vikings from the playoffs. So, Lions right now, I'd say, are winning the battle. But we said it last episode. Very close division. And the Packers really aren't out of it yet. Lions need to drop a few. What's their division record? Yeah, I'd almost argue the Packers are in better shape right now than the Vikings. It's a 2-game difference, but those division wins could be the difference. If he can reel off the rest of the division, finish division 5-1, and have a decent stretch, at least to win the division or get the tiebreakers, he's in better shape. So don't sleep on them coming up into the playoffs picture in a couple weeks. Saints, I mean, this is pretty much wrapped. Bucks would have to go on an insane streak. We could help him out here if we knock him down 1, but this looks like this division's pretty much about to be wrapped probably by the next episode. I want to tune in before our stretch with the Eagles back-to-back, see what the playoff picture. That's the next time I plan on doing this. So right after that the string of New York games, after the Jets-Giants stuff, is when I'll probably tune in next. We just looked at our own division, NFC West. Cardinals, Booby, he is 1-2 in the division. Kind of falling behind. He's really chasing the Seahawks. There's no chance, I don't think, of catching this Niners team. He'd have to have quite a meltdown. But fighting for that last spot in the playoffs will probably be what Booby's looking at. Seahawks, obviously Jalen Miller MVP season. What do you expect? AFC side of it, man, this is closer than it was last time, I feel like. Colts, Jags right now at each other's necks. Titans not too far behind. Division records 3-1, 2-2, 2-1. So everyone's kind of beating each other down a bit. Way too early to call. Dolphins are. I'll have to check what the Dolphins record was when we played them, because I thought they had a losing record when we played them. But they're in play now. Obviously, Bills, he's been to a Super Bowl. He's kind of the guy to beat in the AFC, 3-0 in Division 1 and 2. I'm sure there's one loss to the Bills here. So we'll double check that Dolphins schedule, see what their turnarounds look like. AFC West, 8-2, 6-3, 5-5. So again, Broncos probably fighting for that last playoff spot, where these two will still be fighting for the division, depending on what the division records are. 3-0, yeah, he's just out. Broncos are just out for the division race due to division losses. You're not making up 4 games here. I'd be shocked if the Chiefs and Chargers both dropped 3 games for the Chargers, 4 games for the Chiefs. 1-4 division record. Those are just the games you look back on that decide the season. And that's it for the standings. We'll go through. We'll check how we're doing in the overall, specifically the turnover battle. We'll see what the improvement mark is. I don't want to go through all the stats again yet. Last time we were -8. Now we are -4. So we said the key to start reeling off games, winning, and becoming one of those perennial playoff contenders, getting this number down. It's still not quite where you'd like it at, but with 2 fumbles, if you take away the 2 fumbles that don't, and we've only recovered 1, so I think that's a fair thing to say. Fumbled twice the last couple weeks. We'd be down from -8 to -2. Supreme improvement over the last few games. Obviously, that can all change with 1 4 interception game, but this number, we want to be up here. We want to be, in that 8 to 10 positive mark, which isn't going to be possible, I don't think, this season with who we're playing. The guys we're playing don't make mistakes, as you can see. 11, 15. So we got, where's the Bills? The Bills, he's only +3, so he'll give you a couple turnovers here and there. But this is where most of the playoff contenders are. 8-1 Niners, but specifically our schedule we'll look at. Seahawks, who we beat in the 15 mark. Or sorry, I think we lost to them. Eagles 15, Saints 11, Bills only 3. But again, that's why he has 2 losses, I guess, because he's only at 3. Where's some of those guys that he's got to beat? Like the Eagles early in the season. Wilbur leading the league in receiving. Gibbs obviously up there. No, I don't know how Gibbs isn't winning best running back. That's a sham. No reason Barkley's ahead of him. I don't know what their receiving stats are. I can't imagine it's that much different. We'll look just to see. But Barkley was ahead of him. Has 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. You know what? I don't want to say that our commish is misusing Jahmyr Gibbs here, because he's obviously won MVP, I believe, at least offensive player of the year. But you ain't throwing it to Jahmyr Gibbs. Not to give you any help. I don't think you need it. But that's really strange that he's only got 155 receiving yards, 99 or 95 speed, 94 excel, 99 carrying. Yeah, 88 catching. Again, we're probably giving him too much help here. I don't know if he's going to take the advice, but I'm very shocked that he's not giving him the rock more. Is there anything else I wanted to look at? We'll double check his Saints stats. Just since we're playing him this week. Going up against these top end users is something I'm going to be doing in my own time a lot more. Only 5 interceptions he's thrown. Got to get him to spike that number up a little bit. Allen's been a key piece, 10 touchdowns. Very similar to what Chad Price is doing for me. And this Harrell guy, I know what people probably are doing. They're seeing the 64 overall, 65 overall, whatever it is. 66 now. I'm not guarding him. And I'm going to just do the same. I don't even care if he sees it. If Tyler Harrell beats me over the top and he gets another 100 yards, 150 yards, I think I'm okay with that. Because Shaheed's here and Olave's here. I don't want to have to deal with that. Vele, 6 touchdowns is something that is interesting. Not many yards, which means he's probably getting that in some short yardage situations. Come out of a 4 receiver set in the red zone or something. And then we'll look at the sack number because I know I brought it up. This is very interesting from a 7-2 team. Struggling to get pressure when you're 7-2 is not a number you usually see. And I think that's one of the bigger reasons why we win. Because, yeah, our sack numbers aren't crazy. And our defensive tackle leading in sacks is not something I love. But we get sacks. So it looks like we'll have a lot of time in the pocket. Obviously, he might dial up blitzes now that if he watches this. Other than that, still fourth in points per game. Giving up about 30 points per game isn't good, but we don't give up many yards just because of our turnovers. So when the turnovers come down, people won't score on us. If the turnovers come down, I should say. I think that is going to be it. Mahomes 36 touchdown pass. I just saw that. Oof. Yeah, there's not much I want to look at again. We'll look at more of the numbers when the season closes before the playoffs start to run off. But other than that, that's going to be it for Commander's Corner episode 3. Keep it a little bit short this week. 26 minutes is actually not as short as I thought. And we'll be back after week 14.